You go bow for the result, though. Nothing to discuss, oh. Cause I did by default and without any doubt, though. I'm a me happy adult, though. I no go feed the girl.
Welcome, the randoms. Let's go ahead and let's get into these stories. Story number 1. Am I wrong for refusing to travel with my brother's family because his kids only eat junk food? I, male, 39, am currently undergoing cancer treatment. In the end of it all, I am planning to take a holiday with a friend or family member to travel to the other side of the world. I am based in the UK and I am thinking Vietnam, South Korea, Japan, or somewhere around there where I have never been. I asked my brother, male 43, if he would consider coming with me. He got very excited and said his daughter, female 12, and son, male 8, would also come along. They are both incredibly picky eaters, and my niece only eats plain foods. She won't even have a burger at McDonald's, just chips and nuggets, and that's pretty much 80% of the kids' diet. I know my brother and his wife have tried hard to introduce them to other foods, but they just won't eat it. I love the two kids to bits. I really do. However, I want to travel to experience the food culture, and that is a major part of it for me. I want to get off the beaten path and experience things in life I haven't been brave enough to experience before. For me, selfishly, this trip is about the end of my cancer and celebrating that there is life after cancer. It's also not something I can easily afford. This is where I might be wrong. I asked my brother to come travel with me, and when he said his kids would come too, I told him I would rather travel with someone else. He is disappointed and angry with me and frustrated that I don't want to travel with his family. He feels I am being selfish as traveling with his children can also be fulfilling. I would also like to spend time with them and do some child-friendly things during the holiday. He had already gotten my niece and nephew excited about the travel too. To make things worse, we live in different countries, so we don't see each other a lot. They will be very disappointed when they learn I have pulled the plug on the plans. I feel conflicted. Am I wrong? I don't feel like you're wrong in the situation necessarily. So I definitely want to say, first off, congratulations on beating cancer, because from everything that I know about it, it is a struggle. So that, you know what I'm saying? I'm so glad that you're making it through and that you're going to get a chance to travel and stuff like that. That's so freaking exciting. The only thing is, I just wish that maybe you would have kind of discussed with your brother, you know what I'm saying, about the kids situation, you know what I mean? Like, which granted, I get it. It's hard to even say like, hey, I don't want your kids to come, which, you know what I mean, is your niece and nephew and stuff like that. But it's like, I'm conflicted myself, okay? I'm conflicted because I feel like you could still go with him and have a good time, and then just let the kids eat what they normally eat, and then you still try those foods. But I'm also understanding that maybe you should go with a friend if you want the person to try the foods with you. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie, when you bring kids on a trip, the trip is gonna be about the kids. Even if you feel like the trip is about you, I promise you it's about them. Because it's gonna be stuff that they don't like to do. It's gonna be stuff they don't wanna do. Kids are just, I mean, they can be a little difficult sometimes, but at the same time, they're children. So like, they're not open to just trying everything. And that's okay too. You could either, you try the stuff with your brother, you know what I mean? After the kids have already eaten, of course. Or you could just disappoint your brother, which is probably going to happen. You know what I mean? If you choose the other option of, hey, it's about me. It's about me celebrating, you know, that I'm beating cancer, which is a huge thing. So I get that too. You know, and being like, well, let me just go with one of my friends so I can actually have a good time and enjoy that. So either way, I understand it, you know what I mean? But it is a conflicting situation. Story number 2. Am I wrong for refusing to let someone check my phone after a coworker accused me of taking pictures of her? So this happened at work. I, 18 male, was on my stuff normally, scrolling through my phone and watching YouTube videos when a coworker, 17 female, suddenly accused me of taking pictures of her. I told her I hadn't taken any photos and that I was just watching videos on YouTube. But she didn't believe me and started getting louder and kind of annoying, drawing attention from nearby coworkers. She said that if I had nothing to hide, I should just show her my photos. Luckily, the manager was nearby and came over because of the commotion. We both explained our sides. The manager said that if I wasn't hiding anything, I could just show the last 2 pictures on my phone to clear it up quickly. Which, hold on, that is kind of true. But the thing is that I did have a lot to hide that I didn't want to show. Nothing illegal, creepy, or weird, and definitely nothing involving her, but still private stuff that I didn't want anyone else seeing. So I refused. I told the manager I was willing to prove my innocence in other ways, but I didn't want to compromise my privacy. As a good faith gesture, I showed my phone's battery usage stats, which clearly showed I hadn't used the camera app recently. I also suggested to check the security footage. After reviewing the footage, it showed my phone was pointed at the ground the entire time and the angle wouldn't have even allowed me to take pictures of her. So I was cleared. Okay, because I ain't gonna lie, I was getting a little worried, like, why you ain't showing it? You know what I mean? But at the same time, I get it because it's like, obviously you got some private stuff, which probably some stuff about you. You know what I mean?
FBI? Him.
And you don't want them to see that, so I get that too. Even so, a few of my coworkers later told me I should have just shown the photos because she had the right to know if she was harassed. I told them that the evidence proved my innocence and there was absolutely no need to show anything, especially not to her, someone who I've never trusted. So was I wrong? I feel like you weren't wrong in this situation because you actually showed them proof that you weren't recording her and stuff. And I do understand with jobs, you know, that type of accusation, I mean, honestly, not even just at a job, that type of accusation is very serious. To a certain extent, a part of me is just like, was this girl just wanting to like see something in your phone, or like what was up with that? Because like, I'm sure if she turned around and looked and seen the phone facing the floor, like what would make her think that you're recording her? I could see if you had the phone, you know what I mean, pointed upwards and stuff like that in her direction. Then maybe she wouldn't believe that you was actually watching YouTube videos. But the fact that you were, I'm assuming, was kind of like leaning down at the floor and stuff like that, like where did she get that from? Story number 3. Am I wrong for not being the family Uber? No, and I ain't even read it yet. Hey guys, I'm a 24-year-old woman. I'm in college and staying at home to try and save money. Okay, I hear that. My younger siblings, 8-year-old sister and 16-year-old brother, also live with us. I don't pay rent, but I do help with other minor bills, common chores around the house, and picking up my sister from school every other day. These are things I don't even question doing. However, recently my brother has been going out almost every night past 11 with his friends. He's old enough to get his license, but my mother won't let him due to him constantly using the devil's lettuce. And we all know what that is. While I'm not happy with his choices, I know that anything I say won't help. My mother would get mad at me for parenting. So she would get mad at you for telling him the right things. Lately, he's been asking me to take him to his friends, or my mom would ask me to do so because she didn't want to. I dropped him off a few times, but eventually it became a problem. Instead of once in a while, it was 3 times a week. I started saying no to him, only taking him out like once a week. My mother got upset. I'm sorry, I had to backpedal. Why does it sound like you taking a dog out? Like, I don't know. It's just focus. My mother got upset and I explained to her, I don't feel like driving him out at 10 o'clock at night after work and school, knowing I have to pick him up too. She got upset and we all sat down without my brother, where my mom explained he's my responsibility. No, Mom, he's actually yours. What do you mean? He's my brother. He's your son. She went on to say that I don't care about him and how I'm selfish. Let me tell you something that really irks my nerves. I hate when people call people selfish because of the simple fact that they don't want to do something that they wanted them to do. This is where I got upset. I feel like I do a lot already and never question when they ask me to do something. On top of being accused for not caring about him, however, this is a normal pattern in our family dynamic. Long story short, he's gotten away with things I wouldn't even dream of doing at his age. For example, taking a car without permission, no permit or license, and crashing it. Of course, his safety was most important, and we're all glad he's okay. But all my mom responded with was, we really like that car and that sucks. This blew my mind, but again, not my place to say much. However, I believe it is my choice when it comes to taking him out late at night in my car with my gas. If he wants to go out late, then he should shape up and get his license already. And while my mom complains about his behavior, she never does anything about it. So am I wrong for not being the family Uber? No, ma'am. You're not wrong. At the end of the day, like you said, it is your car, your gas, your time, especially after you done worked, you done went to school. Like, no, And you still nice for doing once a week, because at the end of the day, especially with his attitude, you ain't going at all. You are not wrong in this situation. Well, all right, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed these stories. I hope y'all been having wonderful weeks, months, years, all that. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Share this video with your friends and your family. And I will see y'all in the next video. And I hope you're having a wonderful day.